Hey guys, we're super excited to be here at the LA Fit Expo. It's our third year in a row. And what we're going to be doing today is we're going to be launching a tasty pastry. It's a low-carb Pop-Tart. It's got 3 to 4 grams of net carbs. And we love this show. This is our best place to be in LA.
Welcome back to Legendary Foods Muscle in the Morning. I'm Dave Palumbo and today is Tuesday, August 18th, 2020. And let's find out what's going on in the world of bodybuilding and fitness. Sometimes as outsiders, we look at all the glitz and glamour that comes with success and it tricks us into thinking that people we're looking at didn't really have to struggle and sacrifice as much as we have to get where they are. In some cases, that may be true, but for those of us who've been lucky enough to see Flex Lewis grow into the man and the champion that he's become over the last 17 years, we know how difficult that journey's really been. And that's why this mission, or this drive, or whatever you want to call it, to compete for an Open Olympia title this year makes so much sense to the people who understand. Because for Flex, the struggle and the sacrifice and the anxiety that comes with taking big swings isn't new. It's par for the course. It's also why people shouldn't count him out, because he knows how to rise to the occasion when the odds are stacked against him. I forget who it was who told me their next move is always their best move. But at this point, I've known Emmit Roy long enough to understand that for him, the whole next move, best move thing is how he operates on a daily basis. A few days ago, sources told me that Emmit was about to make a push for an Olympia bid, and that he was starting with the Savannah Pro next weekend. I was also told that Emmit is planning to compete at the New York Pro the following weekend, where the plan is to have him firing on all cylinders in the hopes that he can snag an Olympia qualification. Throughout his entire career, Emmit's never been the type to pour anything less than 100% into everything he does. So if he just stays true to who he is, I don't see any reason why he wouldn't be a serious top 5 contender in both of these shows, as long as he's on the money. Here's a pro tip for you. If you want to start making measurable progress towards your long-term goals, start making it a habit to physically write down 3 to 5 action steps that you're going to complete every single day. It might sound simple, but I promise you it works. Take a guy like Ronald Gordon, for example. Heading into the Tampa Pro a few weeks ago, his name probably didn't even register on the radar for most casual bodybuilding fans because he was a second-year pro who'd only competed once during his rookie season. But after you take an entire year of small action steps and add them all up, what you get is a top 5 finish and a lot of attention for being one of the most improved athletes in the lineup. It's all about attention and action. Once you get those two things to align, most people would be amazed at what they can accomplish. 2 or 3 years ago, I got really into Stoic Philosophy, and there's one passage from a book I read that's managed to stick with me for whatever reason. It went something to the effect of, the most important question a man can ask himself is how much pain is he willing to endure? Which is really deep and profound if you think about it. I think powerful statements like that have the ability to flip a switch in people. Sort of like what Phil Heath did for Shaun Clarida. After Phil made his big comeback announcement, something clicked in Shaun's head that shifted him into an entirely different gear. Not that he wasn't willing to endure the pain before, he obviously was. But now it's almost like enduring that pain is part of a higher calling. And who knows, maybe it is. Maybe the end result of all this will be Shaun standing alone on the Olympia stage with his hand raised in victory. And at that point, maybe all the pain he was willing to endure will start to make perfect sense. And that does it for yet another edition of Muscle in the Morning. I'm Dave Palumbo, reminding you to always be true to your passions and make sure to follow us on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram.